Hey, what's up guys, vazQ here. Welcome back to another Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle video, and today we are going to be going over the limited time buff characters, and today our showcase will be on Super Saiyan Gohan and Super Saiyan Goten. So, we're going to be taking them on for a couple events, testing them out, trying to see if we can get them full power, try to see if we can get their active and everything. Like we'll do the whole thing. Let's just jump into the event. And let's go over the details real quick. All right. We'll currently be taking them on GDC events, and then we'll try to take them on some of the newer events from 11th anniversary, like New Year's, 11th anniversary, etc, etc. Okay. Before anything, let's go switch over. Okay, so just give me that's fine. Actually, no, hold up. Give me 1 second, chat. Okay, we're just gonna have the audio playing from the game while we're at it. Okay, so this is Miracle Calling Clash, Super Saiyan Gohan Teen, and Super Saiyan Goten Teen. Leader skills, Sibling Bond, Category Key +4, and HP attack and defense 170%, or Goku's Family, Category Key +3, and HP attack and defense 170%. Their limited buff only applies towards their passive, so there's nothing really changes about them, but we're still gonna go over through what they do. So 18 key is the Brotherhood Kamehameha. They greatly raise attack and defense for 1 turn and causes mega colossal damage to the enemy. And then their 12 key is also the Brotherhood Kamehameha. Greatly raises attack and defense for 1 turn and causes colossal damage to the enemy. So it's just a little bit weaker than the other one. But anyways, their passive, Super Duper Miraculous Technique. This is the limited time buff for their basic effects. They get 158% to stats, attack, and defense. They launch an additional attack that has a high chance of becoming a super attack. They receive an additional key +1 per type key spear obtained, and then they disable Rampage. For every attack performed, they get key +1 up to 5 and 10% attack defense up to 100. When there's an ally whose name includes Goku, attacking in the same turn, Kid Goku, Captain Ginyu, Goku Jr., etc., etc., does not include those guys. It has to be Goku. Launches additional attack has a high chance of becoming a super attack, and then a 59% to attack and defense. And then when activating the active skill or when attacking with 24 key, they get 59% attack. Okay, these are their leaders. We could have brought them on the tag Super Saiyan 4s, which I might end up doing, but right now we only have them on this Goku's thing, and the only reason why I did that was because this Goku helps proc the additional chance that we will get here. So guys, let's go back to the game. Okay, so okay, my bad. I was putting like the windows away and stuff. All right, so I don't really know what I'm gonna do here, honestly. I guess I'll just have them in slot 1. I believe that they might still activate his thing for the additional. So what we see right here, right, is they have one additional here, 2 additionals here. So potentially they should be giving us 3 attacks in total, and then potentially a 4th. So we'll see. But also for every attack performed, not super attack, but every attack performed, we have to do a total of 10 attacks before they're fully built up in terms of damage and defense. But anyways, these are the links right now. They have All in the Family, so they should be like pretty good. Since All in the Family does give defense, right? Yeah, 20% defense. That's a strong link. Yeah, because we get 4 rainbows right here. We could potentially dodge Vegeta's attack, which will stun, but for the most part, I will not put. They're more for a slot 2 character. They're not slot 1, obviously, because they are built up. These are their stats, by the way. They're at a 1.7 right now in terms of defense. So, you know, if possible, I would hope that we're able to get them fully built up right away. And then also, they do have an active, which it activates when HP is 59% or less, or when facing one enemy, starting from their turn. So we should be able to get it if our health is low enough once we end up killing Vegeta. So this is their first attack right now. They've done 1 attack so far. They're at 36 million. Okay, second attack, which we ended up getting a super. Could get a 3rd right here. Okay, not a super. Okay, nice. Hit a potential. Hit a potential normal, but it still counts towards his passive. So we're at 4 attacks right now. We need 6 more. Yeah, I like, last time we did one of these videos for a limited time buff characters, they went pretty well. Honestly, I really do like what Dokkan has been doing with these characters. Like some of these major celebrations, they've been giving us like limited time buffs for certain characters, and I like it. Honestly, it would be nice if they're able to keep it, but it makes sense why they're not allowed to. But at the same time, I mean, they'll eventually get buffs when they end up getting like their super EZA. So there's always that to be looking forward to. It's just so long from now for those guys to get a super EZA, but it's alright though. I'm definitely excited for the Goku and Gohan. That's kind of like from the Cell Saga Goku and Gohan, with the kind of like the game original super attack. Like I really am looking forward to seeing like what they do to those guys. I believe they don't have an EZA yet, right? But they're definitely, it's almost time for them to get their EZA, so it'd be really nice. I don't believe they got an EZA. I'm actually gonna check. Yeah, they don't have an EZA yet, but I'm really excited to see those guys get an EZA. Only reason why is because I wanted to like Gohan character, but it's really nice though to be able to like see it. In terms of like upcoming characters that could be getting EZAs and super EZAs, I don't know. There's definitely a lot of characters that I would like to see get a huge increase. In terms of like Gohan, I guess the only person would, like I said, would be them getting an EZA eventually, since it's almost time, because I believe that future Gohan and Trunks, they got an EZA and they came out 2022. And their EZA came out last year. So the Gohan and Goten, the Gohan and Goku that I'm talking about, they came out the same year. They actually came out a couple, like 3 months after the future Trunks and Gohan came out. So their EZA is definitely right around the corner. I just don't know what celebration we would see that. Depending on, who knows, honestly, whatever Saiyan Day is, if it's somehow Android/Cell Saga, then we could potentially see their EZA there. But I don't think we would. I don't think it's gonna be Cell Saga. It might be a God Vegeta, or it might not be. But anyways, we're back on this rotation. We got their links. They're linked up pretty well and everything. It's gonna be troublesome for this guy because he doesn't have any rainbows. They're at 2 million defense right now. I'm gonna look real quick what, like, obviously, if they're stunned, they can't attack, so we can't put them in slot 1. I guess our best bet is to just have this Goku, and we'll have him hopefully dodge. So yeah, so at 4 attacks, they're at 2 million defense right now. Okay. And they died. Okay, we'll be back. Alright, we're back. We're in turn 2 right now. I honestly do not know what we're gonna do here, because I don't know if this Gohan's gonna survive, honestly. He might. I gave him a rainbow, so probably. They haven't done any attacks yet, though. So, you know, they're back out. They're up 1.8 right now. Links, they do share All in the Family with this Gohan, so they're, like, pretty decent. Now that the Goku's here, we are gonna get our full additionals as well. So let's just hope we don't die this turn. If we end up dying, then I'm probably just gonna... I might just end up switching to a different event. Because I didn't really quite give us a good slot 1 character for each rotation, which is the problem. Okay, they're fine. So I think turn 2 though, they are fine though, right? And then they'll be guarding from the Vegeta, so they wouldn't take damage then. Okay. As long as we get our 4 hits here, and then after that, I'm gonna if we survive next turn, then obviously I'll come back to this rotation. But after I show what they're doing here, they're at 39. Okay. And this is support with Goku as well, and the Gohan and all that. We'll just come back to this rotation and see what they do. But, you know, yeah, additional normal, hidden potential, additional normal. Yeah, but it still counts though towards his passive stats. Okay, I will be back on the next rotation if we survive this turn, which we probably could because we have the blues in slot 1 right now, so I will be back. Alright, we're back, and I feel like I should probably do our Ghost Usher right here. Evades enemy's attack for 3 turns. Okay, then yeah, we're gonna do that then. Let's turn on. We'll turn on animations. I think no, we're not gonna turn on animations because it's not for this guy. But Usually I would, but we don't have like intros or anything for this character, so it's fun though. I'm gonna use this on Vegeta. And then we'll just do this. So they are currently at 2.4 with 4 attacks right now. And they are getting attack support right now from this guy. Actually, they're not, because they're not on successors. I lied. Okay. Give me the rainbow. You don't give me the rainbow, bro. Are we just gonna end up dying here? Because we didn't get a rainbow orb? Well, I don't know. But this guy's gonna be fine. We'll see what Gohan and Goten does. And then maybe we take damage in the slot 3. So we can prep up for the active skill. Yeah, I just lowered the audio just a tad. Okay, so this is our 6 attack. Wait, did it? Oh, they don't. There's not a Goku. We dodged the super though. That probably could have killed us right there, honestly. I think they only did 2 attacks though, right? So they're not gonna super here and something, right? But oh, it's because they didn't get the rainbow. 100% because of that. All right, we're back. We're going against Daima Goku in the 11th anniversary special battles part 1. I think I will do. I mean, he should be fine his first turn, right? I believe so. So we'll just do this. That's fine. And of course, they don't get their 4 rainbows. Sometimes it's really annoying, but I will do this. Wait. Here I go. Yeah, so I'm just gonna do this though. Because their spirit bomb actually does affect, since they're the Gohan and Goten are on power of wishes, they actually do get a buff. So that's gonna be nice. I actually want to see like how well they would tank here. Okay, that's fine. And the EX Super is gonna help out Gohan and Goten in terms of like their damage output. So that's nice. I don't know who I'm gonna put in slot 1 next turn though. I might just keep Gogeta in slot 1. I don't know if he is fine in turn 1 or his turn 2. But I do believe that this guy does get stronger, right? Each turn. So turn 2 he should be fine then. Because yeah, we can lower his attack with each attack within the turn, but it might not be enough. But we'll see though. Okay, yeah, we've lowered this guy's attack enough now. I have not done this event in a while, so I have no idea like how well they're gonna do here. All I know is that you need like a good slot 1. And then characters that would do additionals so that we can weaken this guy. Yeah, I was gonna say, he should be fine too. Okay, they should be fine their first turn. And then they're definitely fine in slot 3 right there. Okay, let's see. How much damage is it going to do to Gogeta? Okay, right now it's fine. That's good. Okay. We're not gonna try to beat the event, but we're definitely just gonna try to see how well they do and everything. So we'll definitely see some numbers being inflated in terms of defense, like when they take damage, because obviously we're lowering this guy's attack, so normals are not gonna do much. But you know, we're still gonna try and see like what he could do though, like in terms of like damage output and everything. And if we are able to get him the full 10 hits, then I will try and see if I can throw him in slot 1. If not, I mean, he'll probably die in this event, but we'll see though. I'm really interested to see like what this guy can do in this event, especially with a character that does so many additionals. He's very useful in this event. Like he could be really good at slot 2. And there's 2 attacks, no super. 3 attacks, we got a super. Even though it doesn't matter, 4 attacks. Okay, hidden potential. Nice. The reason why we want supers is just because we get more extra defense from the super attack effect. But yeah, I didn't think that like this guy was gonna take damage from normals anyways. Like that's like the whole thing for this event. You do multiple attacks to lower his attack enough where he just can't kill you. It's pretty much that first like slot 1. If you can't handle slot 1, then it's probably over. But we got the blues next turn though, so we should be good. And they also do like additionals and stuff. And we'll have rainbow orbs for the Super Saiyan 4s, so that's good. If we can't get the rainbows, then we'll just like switch over to Goku and just give him the int orbs. So I'm hoping I take enough damage where I can actually like, so I don't want to heal, right? So I'm gonna grab this. I think three rainbows should be fine though. Then we will just do that. Okay. If any of these guys take a little bit of damage to get us towards the HP threshold for the active skill, that would be nice. But I don't think that's going to be the case. Pan might take damage. Who knows? If she doesn't dodge the super attack, she might take damage, but I don't think she would die. Because I believe she gets the damage reduction before she gets hit. So I think she's fine, unless the damage reduction is only for slot 1. Which I could be misremembering. Let me just take a look real quick. Yeah, no. She has the 30% damage reduction as a basic effect. And then, okay, she does get 50% damage reduction as the first attacker. So, I mean, she could still take damage, though. But that's okay, though. I think we should be fine, though. These guys should be fine too, as well. They're just stacking damage reduction guard. Yeah, so for his active skill, we do need to be 59% or less. So we'll see if we can get down to that threshold in this fight, because we do want to show it off, right? Okay, no damage. Unfortunate. What do I want to do here? I don't think I'm gonna get my health low enough, so I'm gonna use. Okay, so they're at 2.1 right now. I'm gonna use Gogeta's active. Just to get the extra like stats from it. But not enough where we just do more damage. Because we're also gonna pop the active skill, right? So I'll give this to Gogeta. I'll give this to them. And then we'll just... So when we use the Spirit Bomb, we are gonna give Gohan and Goten a buff in terms of attack power. So they're at 2.1 defense right now with only 4 attacks done. So their attack stats gonna look pretty like really good here. And they do got the 2-turn support from Pan as well at the moment. And then these guys will look much better after we use the Spirit Bomb as well. So let's just pop it. And that is lowering attack too. So we got 2 hits in before anything. What's his defense looking like? 600. We're at 1.2. We'll just do this. I know it gave us healing, but maybe Gogeta takes damage here, brings us down enough. Nope. We probably would have not have wanted to do all that with the support and stuff. They just basically made it impossible to kill Gogeta, but that's all right. We'll get his active skill in the video, but I also want to see like his defense as well. We're only at 4 hits right now, so we're not even at the full 10. So let's just see that. I might be able to rotate off the 4s next turn, and then potentially use their active skill by the time like we get closer to 10 hits. So we're at 68 million with the support right now. This is 7 hits I think now, right? And then we're at 8 hits. Okay. So we're at 8 hits. This is super. We didn't dodge. Are they gonna live? No. Okay. That's fine. We'll be back in a different fight now. I think we've seen what they can do so far. All right, we're back. We're taking on the red zone restage against like the first stage. So essentially against baby, right? Grade 8 baby. But we got a couple things here. We're not gonna, because we get that with the rainbows. We'll just keep them on rotation here with these guys. Let's make sure we get our 24 key. Gogeta is not getting hit, but that's okay. All right, we can definitely be able to see the active skill here, I'm pretty sure. Hopefully. But we're gonna... Okay, so EX Super like I said, it's gonna increase their attack, so their numbers are gonna look a lot better when they attack and stuff and build up their stats along with the EX supers if we were able to proc them. But honestly, I'm not gonna lie, their buff specifically, I don't know. I'm just not like, I'm glad that they did it. It's nice. It's a nice little thing that they did. But honestly, I'm just not impressed with these guys. I'm really not. Like, I think right now, they're just, I mean, especially since they're not proccing the super attacks, I feel like they're only just there to do damage, honestly. Okay, we dodged that. That's good. I do have some dodge on them. I'm just not that impressed, honestly. I'm really not. In terms of like defensively, like they can have a whole bunch of defense, but it doesn't really matter because they don't have, they don't have guard, they don't have damage reduction. They don't have like, besides pure stats, which means nothing in a lot of these fights. Unless, like, obviously, unless their defense is so high above the enemy's attack output. But in terms of all this like raw defense, that like I don't know, I'm just not impressed with them, honestly. At least like with Vegeta, like Angel Vegeta, who also has a buff, he has guard, right? UI Goku, dodge, Evolution Blue Vegeta, damage reduction. Like, at least they have something. Like, for that, I don't know, man. We could do this. But yeah, honestly, that's my like conclusion for these guys. Like I said, it's a limited time buff. It's not like this is how they're gonna be like this forever. Eventually they'll get a super EZA. Much later in the future. But I just don't think, like right now with the limited buff, I just don't think it's enough. If the limited buff at least gave them guard, they would look way more impressive. But with just raw defense and doing just damage, especially when those damage is just a lot of times could just be normals, I'm just not impressed. But and I have yet been able to get the full 10 hits with them, because one way or another we either beat the event or they end up dying, right? Like we end up just dying and not able to get the full 10 hits. So I'm not even able to fully see like how much defense they can actually get. But I mean, like I said, raw defense is not enough, especially in these newer, like the new age fights. Yeah, I'll do this. I'm gonna hope. Actually, he's at 1.8 right now. I'm actually gonna check what this baby does. I already forgot what fight we're on. Okay. So we're on this. So this guy supers for 12 million. It's a Ki Blast super. Supers for 12 million. We're at 1.8, so we're definitely not able to tank that. We're gonna have to dodge. So, yep. I'm gonna do this. Potentially, we're able to dodge. We're not able to get the 7 int orbs or whatever, but Okay, so we'll just do this. And we can get 4 rainbows here. Let's see if we're actually able to survive, though. Are you gonna dodge for me? It's only 50%. He dodged. Okay. Okay. Good, good, good. I don't think he'll kill here. So... Okay, he might kill, actually. I think he has one more super. But he's gonna be critting, right? I believe, like, they do have, like, what is it, an 80% chance to crit? So, yeah. Oh, no! He didn't finish. So, now they're able to get at least 1 hit in. So... Yeah, we're on 5 hits now, I believe, right? But they're at, what was that, 47 mil? Okay. Look at this. Give them that. And then... You don't get anything from... Yeah, no. Okay. We'll just do this. Alright, it would be way better if we were able to have the blues on rotation with them, because obviously they would get extra defense, but it's alright though. They only did 5 attacks total, so yeah, it's very unfortunate, but we'll be able to see like what they're looking like next turn if we make it there. If Gogeta doesn't die in the end, we should be fine. And we are able to use the active skill if we are low enough. So maybe with Gogeta's lack of defense, we'll be able to get low enough because we are at it is type disadvantage right now. So if he doesn't super us, which he could, I wasn't paying attention if he supered already, but if he does super Gogeta's probably gonna die. But if we survive, then we might end up being low enough to use his active skill. Which, like I said, it's just more damage, right? And in terms of winning, damage isn't everything, right? We do need to be able to survive. Yeah, he did super. No dodge either. Does he live this? Oh, he does. He doesn't even do damage. I completely underestimated Gogeta right there. Okay. I'm guessing because he does have the extra defense, right, off of his passive. Yeah. I'm gonna keep these guys right here. They got the 4 rainbows right here. I don't think they would kill, but alright, so before we give them the support from Pan, they're at 2.6 right now with only 5 hits. EX super, so they're gonna look a little bit stronger. Yeah, they're not gonna do enough damage. I thought maybe they would do a whole bunch of damage, but no, we're good. We're good. Okay, let's if he supers in slot 2, Gohan and Goten are probably dead, but let's just see what they're gonna do right now. They're at 50 right now. Okay. And there's only 6 attacks right now. The 7, 8, and then hit potential. No hit potential. Okay. That probably was hit potential. Maybe if it doesn't count the tags as part of the passive. But either way, we need one more hit to be fully built up. I'm not gonna lie, I feel like I'm going through this pretty quickly. Yeah, we dodged the super. Okay. Okay, let's just keep it like this. They haven't been hit though, right? They have gotten hit once. Okay. I'm definitely gonna do this so they can get a stack, right? Yeah, I'll do this so they can get a stack. I'll try to not give same type of orbs. So we stay as low as possible. Dude, their attack stat is very low. I don't. If they give me additionals, maybe, but. Okay, we got an additional. Good. They did not get any stacks at all. So. I'm pretty sure they didn't. I think they switched to Goku with them. Okay, with a character that does AoE though, and we have both. This guy's basically fully buffed right now. So, how do I want to play this? I think he supers in slot 1, right? Okay. Definitely, we're gonna use Gogeta's active, right? We're gonna use his active too. We're gonna have to trust in the 50% dodge right here. So once again, we're giving them buff right now in terms of attack power. And let's look at their stats. They're only at 2.6 right now with only 8 attacks. Okay, I thought they did 9. But... Alright, and then we'll use Gogeta's active. So right now, Baby's getting the full 200% buff because there is Hybrid and Pure Saiyans here, right? So that AoE, I don't think is going to be that threatening after we super. But he does super in slot 1-0 though, right? No, he doesn't. Okay. And we didn't even dodge it. That would have been bad then. Okay. Super Saiyan 4 should be fine. If they super in slot 3 or slot 2, then we are most likely dead, especially with type disadvantage. So we gotta hope that they super in slot 1 and then Goku just dodges. Alright. Dodge. Also, I forgot. Gogeta counters. We're at 80 mil. Okay, and this is their 9th attack. And then this is their 10th. They're fully built up now. We know the super? Nope. And they took 2 million. Okay, yep. Type disadvantage with the AoE, and they're fully built up at that point. Yeah, I don't know. I'm just not a fan of them. Let me... Okay, well... That's gonna be it for the video. We are gonna cut away to them using her active. You know, that I'll show that. But anyways, if you guys enjoyed this video, I am completely underwhelmed. Not underwhelmed, but I guess underwhelmed. Underwhelmed would be the right word, but they're very underwhelming. The limited time buff. I was kind of excited when I saw them, and then now testing them out, and we tested them out in basically 3 different events that came out in 3 different periods of time throughout from, you know, GC, part 1 of Anniversary, and then an event that came out towards the end of Anniversary. And honestly, they just not good enough. So anyways, if you guys enjoyed this video, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. And I'll see you guys next time. Peace.
Use every ounce of power you've got in you! Kamehameha!